Hello mga bata! Isang maligayang bati mga kahimik-sikan. Buksan ng tenga, puso at isipan. Tara, let's! Ako si Teacher Let. Halina't lakbayin natin ang mundo ng himig-sikan. Dito lang sa Musika 6 para sa mga mag-aaral ng baitang ani. O, huwag mag-let go at siguradong mapapainda ka sa pagkatuto. Ano? Let's go? Pero bago yan, hayaan niyo muna akong handugan kayo ng isang awitin. Aming pagpati, aming sasamputin, isang magandang araw, mahal naming mag-aaral. Welcome sa ETULAY, isipan natin kasahin, nawa lahat kayo'y matuto't kasiyahan din. Aming pagpati, aming sasamputin, isang magandang araw, mahal naming mag-aaral. Welcome sa ETULAY, isipan natin asahin, nawa lahat kayo'y matuto't masiyahan din. Nawa lahat kayo'y matuto't masiyahan din. Okay ba? Nakasunod ba tayo mga bata? Very good! Okay, tayo ngayon ay nasa Musika 6, Quarter 2, Module 1. Melodies in C major, G major, and F major. And for our Module 2, simple melodies. Have you experienced singing or humming a tune of a song while doing something or while relaxing? This tune that you hum or sing is called a melody. Melody is one of the elements of music. It is the succession of tones which is sounded one after another. Melody is determined by listening to the tune and by studying the notation. To understand more what a melody is, let's start analyzing what are the notes in the key of C major scale. A scale is a series of ascending and descending tones in the order of their pitch, which is sounded one after another. In key of C major, a scale is composed of 8 sophist syllables, namely Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, Ti, and Do, and with corresponding pitch names of C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Maari nating awitin ang Koday hand signs. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, No, Ti, La, So, Fa, Mi, Re, Do. Okay. It has no sharp or flat sign found after the time signature. Lower Do is found in the first ledger line below the staff, where the pitch name C is also found. It is the home tone of C major scale. Home tone is a term commonly used for the first or key tone of any scale. Ang higher Do ay makikita sa third space ng staff. At ang C major is the basic of all keys. Tandaan na walang flat sign or sharp sign sa C major. Now, the first major scale in the sharp keys is the key of G major, which has one sharp found on the fifth line of the staff or the F line. It means that all notes falling on the F line and on the F space are affected or made a half step higher. The G scale has 8 sofa syllables: so, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa sharp, and so, with corresponding pitch names G, A, B, C, D, F sharp, and G. It starts with so and ends with so. Remember that the fa or the F has now a sharp. Tandaan natin, ang sharp ay ginagamit pampataas ng isang semitone. Next is the F major scale. It is the first major scale in the flat keys. Its scale starts with fa and ends with fa. Key of F major scale has one flat sign located on the third line of the staff or in the B line. It means that all notes on the pitch name B should be lowered a half step or semitone. The F scale has 8 sofa syllables, namely fa, so, la, ti, flat, do, re, mi, fa, with corresponding pitch names F, G, A, B flat, C, D, and F. Remember that the T or the B has now a flat. Tandaan na ang flat naman ay pampababa ng semitone. Melody also have different movements and directions. Ang tawag natin dito ay melodic direction. The movement of tones may go up and down or in ascending and descending manner, in steps and by skips. Kung mapapansin natin, sa unang dalawang measure, ang mga note ay gumagalaw ng stepwise. When notes are moving up or down the staff without skipping a line or space, the movement is said to be in a stepwise movement. At ang sumunod naman na dalawang measure, ang mga note naman ay gumagalaw ng skipwise. When notes move in a wider distance going up or down the staff, its movement is said to be in a skipwise movement. And there are also notes which remain on the same line or space, and it's called stationary or repeated pattern. Ang iba't ibang uri ng direksyon ng melody ay nakatutulong upang makabuo ng higit na makukulay at magagandang melody sa mga awit at musika. In creating simple melodies, we need to learn the basic things needed to be able to read and write music. First to consider is the staff, because it is where all other musical symbols are drawn. Diyan natin makikita ang iba't ibang uri ng notes. It has 5 lines and 4 spaces. Next to consider is the kinds of notes and rests. Dapat alam natin ang iba't ibang uri ng notes and rests. The whole note, the whole rest, the half note, the half rest, the quarter note, the quarter rest, the 8th note, the 8th rests, ang 16th note at ang 16th rest, at ang dotted notes and rests. Next to consider is the time signature. It defines the meter of music. It can be a simple time signature which includes the 2-4, the 3-4, and the 4-4 time signature. At ang compound time signature kung saan ang 6-8 time signature ay napapabilang. Fourth to consider is the key signature. As we have discussed earlier, we have discussed the different major scale. First is the C major scale. Tandaan natin na walang sharp or flat sa C major scale. Sa G major scale naman, may isang sharp sa 5th line. Si F major scale naman ay may isang flat sa 3rd line. Fifth to consider is the home tone. Home tone is a term commonly used for the first or key tone of any scale. Like for example, sa C major scale, ang home tone ay Do. Sa G major scale, ang home tone naman ay So. Sa F major scale ay Fa. And lastly, the lyrics. Lyrics is very important to consider the pronunciation and syllabication of the words in creating lyrics for your simple melody. Remember that melody is one of the important elements in music. It is a musical line that is made up of series of tones and pitches. Melodies have contour direction that moves up and down. So sana mga bata, sa ating aral ngayon ay marami kayong napulot. So isa na namang makabuluhang talakayan ng ating natapos ngayong araw. Tandaan na tulad ng musika, pakikinig at pag-unawa rin ang pinakamabisang paraan ng pagkatuto. Muli ako si Tutorlet at sisiguraduhin kong I won't let you down. Kita-kits dahil sama-sama tayo hanggang sa susunod nating himig-sikan. Pero bago ang lahat, hayaan niyo muna ako handugang kayo ng awiting paalam na. Paalam na, hanggang sa muli. Paalam na, hanggang sa muli. O wag aalis mga bata dahil susunod na ang ating art terrific tutor na si Tutor Jojo. Muli, paalam!
Hello, hi and mabuhay! Magandang buhay sa ating lahat. Ako, si Tutor Jojo, ang magbibigay sa inyo ng isang art-amazing and art-fabulous Art Day. Ngayong araw na ito ay ang ating Quarter 2, Week 1 sa Art 6. At ang ating paksa ay Digital Painting and its Elements and Principles. Handa na ba kayo? Ako handang-handa na. At dahil handa na tayo, now, it's your time, it's my time, it's our time, it's art's time. Mahilig ba kayong gumuhit? Mahilig ba kayong magkulay? Malalaman natin yan sa ating panimulang gawain. Ito ay ang fact or bluff. All you have to do is to write fact if the pictures apply the use of technologies, and bluff if not. Picture number 1. Bibigyan ko kayo ng 5 segundo upang mag-isip. Tama! Yan ay fact dahil ang computer ay isang technology. Picture number 2. Tama! Yan ay bluff dahil ang crayon ay hindi technology. Picture number 3. Tumpak! Yan ay fact dahil ang mouse ay isang klasing technology. Picture number 4. Tama, yan ay bluff dahil ang brush ay hindi technology. Ang mga larawan na inyong nakita ay mga larawan na ginagamit natin sa pagguhit at pagkulay. May dalawang pamamaraan ng pagguhit o pagpinta. Ito ay tinatawag na traditional painting and digital painting. Ano nga ba ang pagkakaiba ng dalawang pamamaraan na iyan? Ang traditional painting ay ginagamitan ng aktwal na materyales o kagamitan, gaya ng crayon, oil pastel, watercolor, at iba pa. Ano naman ang digital painting? Digital painting is an emerging art form in which traditional painting techniques such as watercolor, oils, impasto, etc. are applied using digital tools by means of a computer, a graphic tablet, and software. Ang digital painting, ito po ay yung makabagong teknolohiya gaya ng computer, smartphones, tablet, o laptop. May mga advantages ang paggamit ng digital painting. Ito ay ang mga sumusunod. Una, mistakes and errors are much easier to correct. Gamit ang digital painting, napakadaling itama ang pagkakamali kapag tayo ay guguhit. Ikalawa, less messy and more organized work environment. Hindi ito makalat sapagkat ang tanging gagamitin mo lang ay technology or gadgets. Colors do not fade and brushes will never be shabby. Sapagkat ito ay technology and digital, anumang materials ang gamitin natin sa pagpaint, hinding-hindi masisira gaya ng mga brush. Stages and versions can be accessed and retrieved anytime. Ano man ang magawa natin na artwork, maaari natin itong isave at balikan kahit kailan natin gusto. Digital painting is also transferable and printable. Easier distribution and reproduction of works to interested clients and parties. Kapag may mga manonood ka o mga taong may gusto ng iyong artwork, maaari mong ibigay o ibenta sa kanila ito. Easier duplication of works, ideal for working with clients. Less costly since one does not need to buy art materials when they run out. Look and observe the two pictures. Picture number 1 and picture number 2. What can you say about those pictures? Correct. Picture number 1 is a traditional painting, while picture number 2 is a digital painting. Kahit anong painting o artwork, kinakailangan makita ang elements or principles of arts. Ito ay ang mga colors, shapes, lines, pattern, value, contrast, texture, rhythm, or form. Ngayon naman, ating tignan ano-ano ba ang mga elements and principles of arts. Now, let's proceed first to elements of arts. Line. Line is the mark with greater length than width. This is the example of painting that has lines. The examples of lines are straight line, diagonal line, vertical line, horizontal line, and many more. Next, we have shape. Shape is the closed line. Shapes are flat and can express length and width. This is the example of painting that has shapes. The example of shapes are triangle, heart, star, circle, rectangle, square, and many more. Next, we have color. Color is light reflected off objects. And this is the example of painting that has colors. The example of colors are red, yellow, orange, green, and many more. Next is forms. Forms are three-dimensional shapes expressing length, width, and depth. And this is the example of painting that has forms. Texture. Texture is the surface quality that can be seen and felt. And this is the example of texture. The example of textures are rough, soft, and many more. And now, let us proceed to principles of arts. First, we have balance. Balance is the distribution of visual weight of objects, colors, texture, and space. And this is the example of painting that has balance. Next, we have emphasis. Emphasis is part of the design that catches the viewer's attention. The area will be different in size, color, texture, shape, and many more. And this is also the example of emphasis. Next, we have movement. Movement is the path the viewer's eye takes through the artwork, often to focal areas. This is the example of painting that has movement. Usually, ito po ay yung mga optical illusions na sa unang tingin parang gumagalaw ng mga images o imahe. Next, we have pattern. Pattern is the repetition of an object or symbol all over the artwork. And this is the example of artwork that has pattern. Ang pattern po ay mayroong pag-uulit-ulit ng mga disenyo. Next, we have rhythm. Rhythm is created when one or more elements of design are used repeatedly to create feeling of organized movement. That is the example of rhythm. Next, we have unity. Unity is the feeling of harmony between all parts of the artwork, creating a sense of completeness. And this is the example of artwork that has unity. Kapag sinabi nating unity from the word itself, unity, sama-sama, kumpleto ang lahat ng elements and principles of arts. Makikita natin ang buong sining o obra. At ngayon alam niyo na kung ano ang traditional painting and digital painting and its elements and principles of arts. I have here an activity. All you have to do is to identify the digital painting and traditional painting. Okay, picture number 1 and picture number 2. Alin dyan ang digital painting at alin dyan ang traditional painting. Bibigyan namin kayo ng 5 segundo upang mag-isip. Tama! Picture number 1 is a traditional painting, while picture number 2 is a digital painting. Tignan ninyong maigi ang pagkakaiba nila. Ngunit sa unang tingin, parang parehas silang painting, parang pareha silang traditional painting. But ang pagkakaiba nila, ang picture number 2 ay ginamitan ng technology, while picture number 1 ay ginamitan ng aktwal na materyales gaya ng watercolor or poster paint. Next, alin naman dyan ang digital painting at traditional painting? Tama! Picture number 1 is a traditional painting, while picture number 2 is a digital painting. Nagtataka ba kayo kung sino ang nasa larawan? Ako din ay nagtataka. Sino nga ba ang nasa larawan? Now, it's art trivia time! Kilala niyo ba siya? Siya lang naman si Vincent William van Gogh. Si Vincent William van Gogh ay isang Dutch Impressionist painter. Siya ay iniidolo. Siya ay sikat at talaga naman nilulook up ng mga kilala at sikat na mga pintor gaya niya. Hindi ba tayo rin? Tayo rin ay nag-a-aspire na maging painter balang araw. Siya ay maaari nating gawing inspirasyon sa ating pangarap na maging isang sikat na pintor. Another trivia mga bata. Nakikita niyo ba ang traditional painting? Yan ay aktwal na pinta ni Vincent William van Gogh. Hindi ba napakahusay? Yes! At dahil alam niyo na kung ano ang traditional painting at digital painting, pati na rin ang elements and principles of arts. Ngayon naman, tuturuan ko kayo ng isang warm-up. Hindi ba kapag tayo ay gumuguhit, kapag tayo ay nagdo-drawing, o kapag tayo ay nagpe-painting, madaling mangawit ang ating mga kamay at mga daliri. Para maiwasan ang mga karamdaman na iyan, tuturuan ko kayo ng 3 steps lamang. Una, yan, ipakita muna natin ang ating mga palad at mga daliri. Yan, una, galaw-galaw muna natin ang mga daliri natin at mga palad, gaya nito. Yan, bumilang lang tayo ng 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pagkatapos niyan, magko-close and open tayo. Ayan, para tayong mga baby. Close and open, makakatulong to para hindi madaling mamanhid ang ating mga daliri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ngayon naman, ipipress naman natin ang mga daliri natin. Ang pagpress ng mga daliri ay makakatulong yan para maiwasan ang tensyon at ang pamamanhid ng kamay habang tayo ay gumuguhit. Ngayon naman, matapos natin i-close open ang ating mga palad at ang ating mga kamay, ipipress naman natin ang mga daliri natin. Ang pag-press ng mga daliri ay makakatulong upang maiwasan ang tensyon at pamamanhid ng mga daliri at kamay habang tayo ay gumuguhit o nagpipaint. Okay, unahin po muna natin ang kanang kamay. Press lang, magbilang lang tayo ng 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kabilang kamay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Matapos natin i-press ang mga daliri natin, ngayon naman, i-shake naman ang mga kamay. Makakatulong ito upang dumaloy ng mabuti ang mga dugo natin sa ating mga ugat. I-shake lang natin ng 10 beses. Yan. Okay, ang mga warm-up steps na yan ay maaari natin gamitin bago at pagkatapos nating mag-drawing o mag-paint. At dahil alam na natin ang traditional painting at digital painting, pati na rin ang elements and principles of arts. Tandaan natin mga bata, art elements and principles should be applied in traditional arts and digital arts. Sa kahit anong obra, sa kahit anong drawing, sa kahit anong painting, kinakailangan na makita ang elements and principles of arts. Dahil sa elements and principles of arts, makikita mo na perpekto at maganda ang iyong obra. Maraming salamat sa aktibo ninyong pakikiisa mga bata. Muli, ako si Tutor Jojo na nagsasabing ang buhay ay magniningning kung mamahalin ang sining. Hanggang sa muli, paalam!